Breaking news. Wager Detective is quickly becoming a superstar on the rise, thanks to his unmatched analytical skills and powerful personal brand. Wager Detective's approach to solving complex cases is redefining the industry.
Hello, folks. Good evening. This is Wager Detective. We're going to cap this Mariners versus Houston game. Mariners are coming in as a small dog. Houston, slight favorite. And both these teams are trying to win this rubber match here on August 16th, 2026. Let's get into this cap. We look at the Mariners last night, 2-7, minus 21 run differential. They're scoring 3.56 runs a game to 5.89 against. In their last 9, 238 batting average and 241 with runners in scoring position. But their last 3, batting 286 with a 333 percentage with runners in scoring position. So last 3 games, noticeable offensive uptick. I don't know if it's the lineup or what it is, but you look at this team: Young, Naylor, Rodriguez, Arozarena. Very talented team. Guys that can steal bases. You see Naylor's got 23, Arozarena's got 20. I like Cal Raleigh. I like Canzone. I like Crawford. A lot of talent in this lineup. And this team's looking for a playoff spot. They're about 5 games back of the Astros in this division. So this is a very important game in this rubber match here between these two teams. But as you can see there, the 4 names that are highlighted, very, very talented. We look at the Mariners in away games this year. They're 25-37, scoring 4 runs a game, 8 hits a game, and about a home run a game. 31% on-base percentage there. Night games, they're 33-46, scoring 3.76 runs a game, 7 hits, and 1.25 RBIs with a 6.66 OPS. And we look against right-handed pitching. They're scoring about 3 runs a game, 5 hits a game, less than a home run a game, and the OPS is a little higher with 704. So away and night, not really good. And then when you combine it all together and look at the right-handed pitching, the numbers go down a little bit on the year-long numbers. So they score on the road for nearly 4 in night games, and the home runs are good, but they come down against right-handed pitching. So it's going to be interesting to see what this team is going to do in this game tonight. But you look at the away batting average, 238, and then against right-handed pitching, 235, and at nighttime, 217. So all these metrics should be digested before you bet this game. But looking at numbers, I don't like the fact they're 25-37 on the road or 33-46 at night. They can score runs, and they are hitting a little bit better in their last 3 games. So it's going to be a combination of what are they going to get out of their pitching, the pitching they're going to see, and what they're doing. But again, the last 3 games. But here's what they're doing here. They are 5 games back of Houston. They got 58 wins, 66 losses. So this could be a big game for them. And you can see the difference in home and away splits here. They play a little bit better at home than they do away. And we'll see what they do tonight against Hunter Brown, 6'2", 27-year-old, 3-2 record this year with a 3.68 ERA. He has 67 strikeouts with a 1.27 WHIP. He's a solid pitcher for this rotation. I don't think he's the ace, but a decent, serviceable guy at home this year. He's got a 2-1 record in 7 starts, 36 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 6 hits a game, a little less than a home run a game, striking out 10.8 batters per 9. But the ERA, 4.17 ERA at home. Opponent's batting average 200. You look at night games, he is 3-1 in 8 starts with 42 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 6.6 hits a game, 1.28 home runs per 9. Walking 4.47 batters per 9 in night games this year. And you look at the walks between home and night, 5.64 walks per 9 in home games, and then 4.47 walks per 9 in night games. The strikeouts get a little bit lower at night, and the batting average gets a little bit better when he pitches at nighttime. But 4.17 ERA at home this year for Brown in 7 game starts. And you combine that with the night, you could see a home run probably going out tonight. He's going to be walking some batters. What does Seattle want to do with that? We've seen what they were doing in the last 3 games with runners in scoring position. So they're looking pretty good. There's been an uptick there with that team in that department. But overall, solid numbers. But at home, you see the numbers there. Very, very interesting. Keep in mind on there. Against left-handed batting and right-hand batting, he's seen an equal amount relatively this year. Left-handed bats batting 214 against them. Right-handed bats batting 184. He's given up 6 home runs against left-handers this year, and a 727 OPS. So that could be dangerous. You know, combined with the walks, if you get any of those type of power hits, doubles, this team is scoring team. They're base runners at a good rate. We look at who he's going to face tonight. This is the expected lineup. You're going to see a Rosarena. They're throwing a considerable left hands against them, and then they got some switch hitters in there at the end of the lineup, which could be dangerous for Hunter Brown, considering the fact that Mariners are playing good. This is the rubber game of a match where they need this game considerably. And we look at the last 9 for the Astros: 4-5, -5 run differential. They're scoring 4 runs a game, the 4.78 for their opponents. They're batting 181 in their last 9 games with a 417 runners in scoring position average, so that's pretty good. In their last 3 games, they got a 240 batting average with a 421 average with runners in scoring position. So another team, both these teams are hitting good their last 3 games with runners in scoring position. The batting average, not good over the last 9, but it's an uptick comparably over the last 3 games for this Astros team. And you look at this team: Alvarez, Walker. Alvarez leads the team in everything: batting average, home runs, and RBIs. He's the Triple Crown winner for his team, going for the Triple Crown for all of baseball. But I love Alvarez, Walker, Paredes, Smith, Altuve, Pena. All these guys are absolutely brutal to deal with. This lineup is deep. Obviously, they're going to make the playoffs. What they do with it might be depending on what they did not do. Come trade deadline, they could have got a guy like Casey Mize to add to their rotation. Arrighetti, I haven't seen him in a while. You look at the Astros at home this year: 31-30, scoring 4.6 runs a game, 8 hits a game, 1.31 home runs a game, and 244 batting average. The OPS, 74%. We look at night games this year: they're 42-39, scoring 4.86 runs a game, 8.27 hits, 1.42 home runs per 9, batting average 246, OPS 746. So when you look at the home, they're good. When you look at the night, it gets even better. So when you combine those together, this team is tough, man. They're just a dynamite team, well coached, and they just seem to just always put themselves in a position to be in the playoffs. And I can't imagine how much better this team would be if they didn't get rid of Bregman, if Bregman was still in this lineup for them. But they're looking good nonetheless. Alvarez is leading this team. And again, in their home games and night games are looking good. If we look at Astros versus left-handed, right-handed batting, they are hitting 233 versus left-handed pitching. I meant to be left-hand pitching, not right-hand RHB. But hitting 233 against left-handers. Astros. I don't know why I put the stat in here. Houston has been fairly consistent at home and night, with night split producing slightly more offense. This was against right-handed and left-handed pitching, but they're going to be seeing a right-hander tonight. They're hitting 233. They get a 31 on-base percentage, 702 OPS. So again, this Astros team, man, they're gearing up for a playoff push. They got a lot of talent on their team. And let's see who they'll be facing, like Brian Wu, 8-8. He's got a 4.15 ERA, 132 strikeouts with a 1.10 whip. Young kid, 26-year-old right-hander. And he is pretty much close to being the race with Kirby right there with him. If we look at Brian Wu on the road this year, 1-8, 68 innings pitched. He's given up about 11 hits a game, 1.19 home runs per 9, walking 2.2 batters per 9, and striking out 8.34 batters per 9, 6.22 ERA on the road this year. Teams hitting 292 against him on the road. When we look at his nighttime splits, 5-6 in 17 games pitched, 99 and 2/3 innings pitched with 8 hits given up per game, a little less than a home run a game, 1.81 walks per 9 and 9.12 strikeouts per 9. The ERA is 4.24, comes down a little bit, and the opponent's batting average 237. So away in night, it gets better in night games, but the road, which he's going to be in here tonight, 1-8, striking out. The strikeouts are only 8 strikeouts per 9. He's given up more than a home run a 9 and almost 11 hits per 9. It gets better at night. I like to take those kind of stats and kind of put them together to kind of meld, find the median. But in away games, just not. I don't know if they're not scoring for him or what it is. But against left-handed bats got a 692 OPS against him. Right-handed bats much better, 583. He's given up 9 home runs and 290 bats to left-handers. Only 4 home runs all year against right-handed bats. And when we look at him, I like this kid, Brian Wu, man. He's solid. But left-handed bats are hitting him a little bit better with a larger sample size in there. And he's a solid pitcher, man. You know, when you look at it. And, you know, if they could find some ways to score runs for him, let's see what he's done in his last 5. 2-3, minus 10 run differential. Team record 2-3. They're scoring 2.4 runs a game for him against 4.4 against. The wins came against the Giants and Tigers, and the losses came against the Yankees, Dodgers, and Rangers. His last 5 starts, Wu has 28 innings pitched, 8.36 hits per 9, 3.86 ERA. He's striking out 9.6 batters per 9. So his recent stretch is good. They're just not hitting for him, getting him enough production to help him out. When we get into the bullpens for both these teams, they're right in the middle of the pack. Mariners are 14th and the Astros 15th in Major League Baseball. Munoz leads the team for Seattle as their closer, and Josh Hader is the closer with a 0.93 ERA for Josh Hader on the year. When we look at what these teams have done in their last 5, you can see this team. This is what they've done in the last week. All these guys for the Seattle have been getting hit up. Look at Munoz's ERA, 21.6. Bizarro was the only one, or excuse me, Ferrer and Dominguez were the only ones that came into relief yesterday. Pretty much this bullpen is fresh, but look at all the guys that are getting just absolutely slammed. The only guy, if a guy does come in, it's going to be Bizarro first out of the pen, in my opinion. Now, we look at the Astros. Look at this, Hader, 53 innings pitched, 0.00 ERA. The only guys that pitched yesterday was King. He was the only one that pitched yesterday. Hader had 23 pitches on Friday, and Abreu had 29 on Friday. So all their bullpen's fresh, and the numbers just look way better between both these teams. I would lean to say that just based off this week, these numbers from this week, the Astros bullpen is pitching much better, and I would trust them a little bit more compared to what Munoz has done in the last week. And we look at these lineups. You know, both these lineups are pretty good. I think in this spot, I'll be more willing to trust the Houston Mariners a little bit more. I mean, the Houston Astros a little bit more in this. So I think that's going to be my call here as we look at the line here. The Astros are minus 124. The Mariners are plus 114. The over-under is 8. I do believe that this game will get over the 8. I like the over 8, minus 104. But Wager Detective is calling the Houston Astros as his money line lean on this game. I just think that they're doing better. I don't like the numbers. Both these teams are hitting good with runners in scoring position in their last 3. I like the fact the Astros at home, they'll get the last at bat. So that's going to be my call here. Astros money line and over 8. I hope you like this video. I did this on quick work, so it took me a while to put it together, but I got it started late. So I hope you enjoyed this. Share this video with your friends. Subscribe to Wager Detective. I love all my fans out there, and present and future, and I'll talk to you soon.
Be sure to follow Wager Detective on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.